Hi, this is Fuad Abasov, a broker with Right at Home Realty, and this is your monthly real estate statistics. The market in May was giving mixed signals. One headline was saying sales are up, another headline said prices are down. Another one mentioned condos are selling for less than 2017 prices. So if you're confused, don't worry, you're not alone. Even the market looks confused. Let's break it down in plain English. In May, GTA home sales were up 6.3% compared to last year. So yes, buyers are coming back. We had 6,583 sales compared to 6,195 last May. So what is going on here? Sales are up, inventory went down, and prices are still down. The average GTA selling price was $1,069,700, which is about 4.6% lower than last year. So buyers are buying more, but they're not rushing in and throwing money around like it's 2021. They're coming back, but with calculators, conditions, and attitude. New listings were also down almost 19%, and active listings were down about 13% year over year. That means there are fewer homes sitting on the market compared to last year. Inventory is shrinking. Don't forget to subscribe for honest monthly GTA stats without the hype. I keep it transparent so you can make smarter decisions. And this is where it gets interesting. When sales go up and listings go down, the market usually starts tightening. It doesn't mean prices jump tomorrow morning, but it does mean the buyer buffet may not stay open forever. Right now, buyers still have choices, but the table is slowly being cleared. Now, let's talk detached homes. Detached prices are still down in many areas compared to last year. Toronto detached homes averaged $1.62 million, down 5.67%. Vaughan was $1.59 million, down 4.72%. Richmond Hill was $1.60 million, down almost 15%. Markham was $1.56 million, down 7.37%, and Newmarket was $1.22 million, down only 1.38%. But then Burlington comes in like it didn't get the memo, up 11.5% with an average detached price of $1.51 million. Thornhill was also up 3.13%. So when people ask, is the market up or down, the honest answer is yes. It depends where you're looking. This is why those big headlines can be dangerous. Toronto market is down, okay, but are we talking condos, detached, East End, Vaughan, King City, Burlington, a renovated home, a house with 1978 wallpaper, and one bathroom for 6 bedrooms? Details matter. Now, condos. This is where the story gets a little spicier. There's new impact report saying homes under $500,000 are becoming a bigger part of Ontario's real estate market again. Today, homes under $500,000 make up almost 24% of the market. Back in 2022, it was only 17%. Sounds like affordability is coming back, right? Well, kind of. Because 10 years ago, homes under $500,000 made up 67% of Ontario's market. So yes, we've improved from the crazy peak, but let's not pretend we're back in the days when you could buy a house, renovate the kitchen, take a vacation, and still have money left for curtains. The biggest reason for this increase is condos. But let's be honest about why it happened. It's not because condos suddenly became everyone's dream again. It's because inventory has been high, demand has been weak, investors are tired, carrying costs are painful, and some pre-construction buyers are looking at their closing costs like they just opened a horror movie script. So affordability is improving, but mainly in the condo space. Basically, condos are carrying the affordability comeback on their back, and they're not even getting thanked for it. Now let's talk about new construction. New home sales in GTA improved in May. There were 1,023 new home sales, which is way better than last year's record low 310 only. But here's the catch. Most of that activity came from low-rise homes. Low-rise had 830 sales, new condos had only 193 sales. That is not a small difference. That is low-rise doing the whole group project while condos are sitting there saying, sorry guys, I was busy. The new HST rebate helped bring some buyers back, especially for single-family homes. But the condo market is still struggling. There's too much inventory, not enough demand, and builders can't just slash prices because construction costs are still high. Now, for buyers, this is still a buyer-friendly market in many areas. A large share of GTA homes sold below asking in May. In some places like Oakville, King, Georgina, and Newmarket, the majority of homes sold under list price. That means buyers still have negotiating power. Not offer $300,000 under and ask for the seller's car kind of power, but real negotiating power. You can ask questions, you can compare homes, you can take your time a little, you can negotiate price, closing date, conditions, repairs, things that were almost impossible during the crazy market. But here's the warning: the window may not stay this open forever. Sales are rising, inventory is falling, listings are down. If this continues for a few more months, the market can shift quietly. It doesn't send you a text message saying, "Hey, just so you know, the bottom was last month." It just moves. And then 6 months later, everyone says, "I should have bought back then." For sellers, the message is a little different. Yes, the market is improving, but please, 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 do not price your home like it's February 2022 and buyers are fighting in a driveway. They're not. Buyers are watching, they're comparing, they're checking sold prices, they're looking at your neighbor's listing, they're zooming into your photos to see if that's water damage or just bad lighting. Homes are taking longer to sell than last year. Average property days on the market went from 39 days to 42 days. Listing days on the market went from 25 days to 27 days. So if your property is overpriced, it's not testing the market, it's helping your neighbor sell. For freehold sellers, especially detached and townhomes, the market is better than condos. Demand is stronger, inventory is tighter, good homes still move. But they have to be priced properly. Presentation matters, photos matter, staging matters, cleanliness matters, and yes, the smell of the house matters too. If the first thing buyers smell is a basement, dog, or yesterday's fish, we have a problem. And back for condo sellers, the market is tougher, not impossible, but tougher. You need to be realistic. Buyers have choices. If there are 12 similar units in the building, you cannot price yours like it comes with a private elevator to heaven. Now, the Bank of Canada, they held the overnight rate at 2.25% for the 5th time in a row. And remember when everyone in real estate used to wait for these announcements like it was a Super Bowl? Now the Bank of Canada says no change, and people don't really know what to do with it. Some buyers see it as stability, others see it as uncertainty. A lot of people are still waiting for a couple more rate cuts before they feel confident. But here's the problem with waiting for perfect conditions. By the time the conditions feel perfect, everyone else may feel the same way. It's a usual human psychology, and when everyone jumps in at the same time, that's when competition comes back. Now, renters. Quick but important. The rental market is starting to heat up again. Rents increased in May for both condos and freeholds, and July and August are coming, which means students, relocations, job changes, and the usual summer rental rush. So if someone is planning to rent, waiting until the last minute may not be the best idea. That's like going to Costco on Saturday afternoon and acting surprised there's a lineup. So what is the bottom line? May was not a boom, it was not a crash, it was a market waking up. Sales are up, prices are still down year over year, inventory is shrinking, buyers still have negotiating power, sellers are getting a bit more hope. Condos are still under pressure and freeholds are showing more strength. And everyone is still watching interest rates like they're waiting for the final scene of a Netflix thriller. And here's my honest take. If you're a buyer, this is still a very good time to look seriously. You have more choice than in a hot market, prices are softer, and in many areas you can still negotiate. If you're a seller, this is not the time to guess. You need a proper pricing strategy, good presentation, and a clear understanding of your local competition. And if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment, just remember, the perfect moments usually becomes obvious only after it's gone. That's the May 2026 market. Buyers still have the upper hand, sellers are slowly getting some hope, and condos, well, condos are not dead, but they're definitely going through a character building season.
If you'd like to receive your own personalized sales report about home sales in your neighborhood, please call me at 647-801-3401 or email me at sold@fuadhomes.com. Thanks for watching and see you next month.